Welcome back to the Pig Roach Files. On this week's episode, we have the Pig Roach versus ProJared. 3 years ago, this tweet popped up. ProJared was making light of DSP's incident. But now, this tweet hasn't aged well. Due to ProJared's career dumpster fire. Last week, he decided to post up on Twitter about his ending relationship with his now ex-wife. And, well, now the rest of it is kind of stuck in internet lore and history. And if you haven't seen it yet, it is worth a good watch and a good follow, because the execution on the other party's halves has been to perfection. Now, the Pig Roach saw an opportunity to strike, and he sent this tweet out. Now, good job, Phil. You finally clapped back after 3 years of silence. You got him there, buddy. Your tweet went viral, according to you, with 16,000 likes, something about that. But what did it equate to? Not much. And we'll dive into that later. So during Phil's off day, all of this stuff with ProJared happened. And Phil decided to make some tweets about it, as you can see here right now. His first couple tweets were like, okay, you finally got somebody, Phil. Good job. But it kept going. He couldn't drop it. It was like a shark smelling blood in the water. He just went into a frenzy. So he decided to come onto stream the following day. And he stated that he wasn't going to go ahead and talk and address all of the drama. But we knew that was a lie. He couldn't resist it. He knows that in this day and age, drama like that brings in views, and it brings in money. And we know that the Pig Roach loves his money. But I want you to go ahead and compare some things right now. And that is, here is ProJared's Twitter longer statement about the whole breakup situation that he was going through. That he decided to block his wife on Twitter after the statement was made. And then here is DSP's tweet longer statement about his breakup with Panda Lee. The shocking thing between these two statements is that they are, in fact, very similar in the wording and in the structure. Sounds like somebody is trying to, make themselves look better than the situation at hand is. They're trying to rise above it. However, we saw it blow up into ProJared's face. This is what could have happened to Phil if Leanna decided to actually show up once again on social media and clap back right into Phil's face. But so far, luckily enough for Phil, Panda Lee has decided to keep quiet for many years now. So he got out of that bad situation. So Phil's stream next day kicks off with Days Gone. And an hour and a half was spent of pre-stream just talking about this ProJared situation. And he was trying to hype it up. He was mentioning how many other viewers could have shown up, or how many people would be checking out his stream just because of his viral tweet that he had. He was stating that it was viral. He was checking the tweet out during the pre-stream to go ahead and get the real numbers, guys. He thought that his little tweet was going to go ahead and have people say that he was coming out on top for a change, that he finally got one. But that's not what it is. It's not the case here at hand. DSP gained nothing. No extra viewers for that first stream. He had roughly 500 viewers. That is his normal viewer count for a normal day stream. It didn't blow up at all. No extra money floated his way. Nobody decided to reach out to him, except for a couple other local content creators like Boogie. Yes, good job, Phil. You got somebody on your side now. But other detractors, like Jim Medicare, and It's a Gundam, and a few other people who like to comment about social dumpster fires because they're interesting, just laugh at Phil. And that is because he's still the king of gestures when it comes to being a presence on the internet. Because somehow Phil has outlasted somebody else. Because the guy, it's the guy. Is that the guy? It's the guy. Decided to post up his O-face with a tweet that gained some traction. And people like Medicare, like myself, like GTG, James the Lesser, Snort Burnell, we all know that sooner or later DSP will put his hoof right back in his mouth. He will do something far worse than what ProJared is talking about. And it'll only bring his downfall that much quicker. After all of his gloating, after all of his chest thumping, talking about how he is the alpha Chad, and after his failed clout chasing, DSP went right back into begging almost immediately, saying that he was broke and that he doesn't have any money left until he gets paid by Twitch on the 15th. So please tip me, guys. I don't have any money. I can't make my bills this month right now. I mean, look at what he said on YouTube about his pre-stream. He called it sweet justice. He's blowing this way too far out of proportion. The stuff that ProJared is now coming out has been doing to people, soliciting nudes, trying to talk to underage girls, sending nudes to other people. Yeah, Phil hasn't come out as one to do that yet, but he has lied about other topics. He lied about when he talked to Panda Lee first, claiming that they only started dating when she was 18 and he was 30. when they obviously talked before she was 18. He's lied about bringing Kat into the Gout Palace. Kat was dating Subaru Man. She was being flown out using the tax money to the Gout Palace for Christmas. And then later on, he begged for more tax money to go ahead and finally move her in February. That's right. He full on committed adultery. He took another man's horse and rode it off into the sunset. And now they're married. And he wants to go ahead and say that he's a better man than ProJared because he's now married to a girl that he stole from another man. While all of this DSP, talk of how he's better than Sailor Trap right here, I think we should go ahead and continue knocking him down a couple more levels. He's just lucky that none of his exes, none of his past co-workers or friends, other than Rambo and Howard, have come out to say anything. Could you imagine the dirt on him from Pandalea? I mean, she got woken up when she was horribly ill with the flu to go make him din-din. The whole re-emergency situation and how he came back to stream and told the entire personal story to his stream chat and the way he put it out there about how, you should just leave her on the side of the road, give her a pill, and just leave her where she's at. That is not how you treat somebody you truly care about. There's one thing when your ex, like ProJared's Heidi, comes out there and blows you up, makes you look like an idiot. It's a whole nother thing when you groom some little girl to the point where she doesn't be herself until she's away from you. Excuse me. I mean, look at the situation with Kat. She used to stream on Twitch. She had a YouTube presence, be it small, like mine. But after that, when she moved in with him, social media was no more. You go to work, honey, and you come home, honey, and you make me din-din, honey. That's how he treats her. No wonder why she's working late. No wonder why she goes to the gym every night. We all saw those wedding pictures. She didn't look any more fit than the last time we saw her in October. Now, you can see why most of us here are just sitting and laughing at Phil, talking once again out of his own ass about a terrible situation that some people are going through. And I bet right now he's actually looking at that tweet before he gets onto stream today on Sunday, May 12th. He's like, look, honey, look at my tweet. It's got so many likes. Can you play with my penne tonight? And I bet the answer that he always gets every single time he asks for something like that is, no thanks, honey. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and head to the gym tonight. I need to get worked out. I mean, I need to work out once again. So, enjoy DSP's ego just running wild, like Hulkamania in the late 80s. And continue to sit there and watch mentally ill people like me, dodge another lean-in manual ban as we watch the Pig Roach just spiral out of control. Things will even out once again, and the drama will die out. And DSP will still be sitting there, begging for money from his little pay piggies at every opportunity he gets. While he just sits on that love-stained love seat in a little cramped office with a poorly done setup, playing a video game extremely poorly. Just extremely poorly. Still showing us why he is the king of gout on the internet. So to wrap this up, yes, ProJared is a joke. He's a scumbag. He got caught. He got shit mixed by his ex, destroyed on Twitter. His sub count is plummeting. And he will go down into internet history for his blunder. But DSP will always be the laughingstock of the internet. He is still the bar to go ahead and compare others to. His live streams are not entertaining. His YouTube is just an archive. People get banned for putting frog emotes into a chat. And yes, that Twitter picture that he posted that got him so viral of his O-face is something you yourself can get banned for putting in the comments of one of his tweets. So if that's not hypocritical, I don't know what is at this point. So Phil, if you actually see this video, I hope you enjoyed your small victory. It didn't last very long, did it? And, you will just have another self-sabotaging moment, and we will all sit there and laugh at you once again while I come back for another episode of the Pig Roach Files, giving my honest opinion about your shenanigans. Now, I know last night that the Pig Roach's ego finally reached the peak when he decided to not stream Phoenix Wright. He pulled the plug on it because he wanted to go ahead and address the drama, the 7 years of retconning that he needs to do. I'll break down that video for you guys. I haven't watched it yet because I had other important things to watch. Mostly playoff hockey. I know. It's a drug to me. It's amazing. Watch it. But if you enjoyed this episode of the Pig Roach Files, please go ahead and drop a like in there for me. Leave a comment on your opinion about ProJared versus DSP. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Become an agent today. And turn on that notification bell so that you know when I put out another fantastic video. And as always, guys, be safe out there. I'll see you next time with another episode of the Pig Roach Files.